Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to be going over a critical draw support bow build. Now this will pump out an absolute ton of damage. It may not be the end-all be-all of damage for bows, but it is far more useful because you'll actually be able to play a very good support role as well, while still pumping out an absolute ton of damage with Dragon Piercer. So with this set, you are going to be able to play a support role in parties. As you see, we're able to use wide range to heal up our party, as well as apply buffs. So this is a very good set to be using because you're going to need to be sheathing your weapon as it is, so you might as well be pulling some clutch heals at the same time, and then still being able to quickly put away your weapon, throw flash pods, and then pump out a buttload of damage. I absolutely love this set. There's a couple different bows you can use with this one, but we're going to go ahead and go over the materials for this real quick. I hope you all enjoy it. If you do, don't forget to share, support, and smash that like button, and become the clutch healer you always wanted to be. Alright, so let's go ahead and go over the equipment. I do want to say that this is the groundworks for this build. I'm trying to make builds that are an idea and then let you guys build upon that idea to make it even better. So I'm really trying to do these build videos in such a way that's not crazy jewel intensive or requiring anything really crazy. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into what you need for the ground floor of this build. Obviously, it can be improved upon any way you so desire, but let's go ahead and get into the actual skills that we've gotten here. So right now we have got wide range level 5, which gives us the 100% efficiency with items and pretty much just hits them wherever the hell they are. We've also got critical draw level 3, which is very important for this build. Now I am using a gem to achieve this right now. There's obviously other ways to do that as well. But we'll get into that in a second. You need quick sheath level 3. Now this is not something that's 100% needed. It just makes it a little bit easier to put away your weapon. It's really not that drastic of a time frame. So this charm that I'm using right now, I am using the sheath charm level 3 here. Now you can use really whatever you want here. You can get some increased damage or crit depending on what build you're going with. But all in all, I am going with quick sheath for this current set. Let's go ahead and go into the rest. The windproof is just a side effect of something else. And we've got critical eye level 2 in here just to get us that 6% increased affinity, because we are using the Sarah coil bender, which gives us negative 30% affinity. So even though we're getting 100% affinity on that critical draw, we are also only actually getting 70% affinity because this bow is terrible, but it has really high damage, so that's why we're using it. Now, let's go ahead and go into the rest of the skills. And other than that, we've got special ammo boost, which is absolutely needed for this. It gives Dragon Piercer 20% extra damage. We've got an attack boost level 1 in there, nothing crazy. We have piercing shots, which also increases the damage of Dragon Piercer. Then we're also using power shots here, which increases the damage of our power shot arrows, which is very, very good. Now, obviously, you can go ahead and use normal shots if you don't want to have to be, or if you don't have power type coatings on your weapon, you can go ahead and use normal shot instead of power shots. And then we've got the non-elemental boost, which drastically increases the damage of the Sarah coil bender. As far as the equipment goes, we are using the Sarah coil bender, the sheath charm 3, infinity booster you don't really need to do. I would use really whatever you wanted as far as these two items go. Now we are using the wiggler head alpha, which is a very, very good event item, already coming with 3 levels of wide range on it. And by 3 levels of wide range, I mean we've got 2 things. It comes with 2 levels of wide range. Then we've got 2 gem sockets in there where we put another wide range and another attack boost. I'm not sure why I did it like that. I just did. Then we've got the Kaiser Mail Beta, which gives us the special ammo boost level 2. And then we've got 2 critical eye gems slotted in there as well. Then we've got the Basil Vam Bracers Beta, which gives us 2 levels of critical draw. And then with the gem we've got socketed in there, we are able to get to 3 levels of critical draw. We've also got the Wrath Soul Coil, which is where we're getting our windproof and piercing shots from. And then we've got the Laviasoth Greaves, which is where we're getting the power shots from. As you can see, here are the gems that we've got equipped. We need 3 friendship jewels to make this work. I don't know why I have both slotted in here instead of down here. It doesn't really matter where you put them. And we've got 2 expert jewels, a draw jewel 2, and then the elementless jewel. So nothing too crazy. Depending on the jewels that you do have, you can swap these jewels around, depending on kind of what you want to do with this. But really what makes this really good is the critical draw, and then the friendship jewels for the wide range, which allows you to actually buff your entire party. Now, some things that you're going to want to carry around with you as the new support for your parties is obviously 10 each of your potions. Then you're going to want to also bring some might seeds, the mega demon drug or demon drug, the mega demon drug and the might seed stacked together, as well as the might seed and the demon drug. Then you can also stack a might pill on top of that. Now, this only lasts 20 seconds, so just keep that in mind. Only pop it when something has fallen to the ground or something like that, or in a trap. Also, the adamant seeds for defense, as well as the mega adamant mabobber potion of death. I don't have any more because I just drank them all because I'm a derp. But anyways, those are the items you're really going to want to bring with you. Since this is a critical draw build, what you're going to be doing is drawing your weapon and then getting it charged up and then just doing Dragon Piercer. This is going to be the entirety of the build. And as you can see with the Sarah Coilbender, we're not going to crits every single time, which is kind of unfortunate. But let's go ahead and make sure we've got our power coding because that is part of the build. So what we're going to be doing is drawing, getting charged up. Now you can charge with the charging sidestep. That doesn't count as an attack. But the first attack you do is going to be using your 100% affinity increase. So you want to make sure that it's used on the Dragon Piercer. So we're getting 119 damage fully buffed with that right now. Now, when you do the critical draw, you want to make sure that you hold it down very, very tightly. Sometimes the bow will decide just to fire off a shot when you draw your weapon, and you need to make sure that doesn't happen. So, that being said, this is a critical draw build, so you're going to be drawing, firing, putting your weapon away, and then doing your clutch heals if you have the opportunity to, or if anybody needs any buffs, heals, or anything like that. This is going to be your time that you do that. Get positioned again, draw your weapon, and then Dragon Piercer. Pretty basic, nothing too fancy. And that being said, this isn't going to be useful for any small creatures. This is going to be your Elder Dragon, any of the monsters with a long head to tail or across the wings shot, because with small creatures, there's just not enough of the body to actually make this do quite a bit of damage. So just keep that in mind. Now, there is a couple different things we can do to change the set to make it even better. It's going to do less damage on your Dragon Piercer, but it's going to make it more viable for more fights. All right, so what we've gone ahead and did was switch to the Xenomatora. Now, any of these sets can be used with any weapon. The main one doesn't have to be with the Sarah Coilbender, although it will do the highest top-end damage. But we are using the Xenomatora because that's the only other real bow that I have. Now, I highly recommend the Workshop Weapon Bow as well, but right now we're working with the Xenomatora. And then we've still got the same equipment here, but we've changed up our gems just a little bit. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the Force Shot Jewel 3, which gives us both normal and power shot damage boosts. Then we've also got critical boost, which increases our critical damage by a total of 20%. We don't have another gem slot for another piece, and we still are using the Draw Jewel 2 down here. And then we're using our Friendship Jewels. So nothing too crazy in the changes there. But let's go ahead and show you how much damage we're doing with this bow at 100% crit. So we're going to crit every single time we do a critical draw with this bow, unlike the Sarah Coilbender, which can be hammered ass sometimes. So you'll see here that with the power coating that we're still doing 93 damage fully buffed, so not a drastic damage decrease. But now we're also able to switch to our normal coating, you know, our close range coating, and still be viable if we so desire. You know, if we're not getting any good openings for a Dragon Piercer, we can still go ahead and pump out quite a bit of damage up close, which is very nice. So just keep that in mind, that now with this, we're able to be more viable other than just doing Dragon Piercer, and it might be a little bit more fun to play this way as well, instead of just doing the draw, you know, sheathing your weapon and then drawing and then doing Dragon Piercer. And that's pretty much the only thing you can do with the other build. Now it's just a little bit more viable. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of that. Now, the main point of this is also to be able to, you know, sheath your weapon and still be able to buff and heal your party which I think is very good. You know, online has a lot of issues where, you know, people just die. So it's always nice to have some support classes out there, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm going to be definitely using this in the future for streams and stuff like that. So that way we can have, you know, always have some support classes in our streams. And that way everybody will be able to have a little bit more fun and really not even have to worry about dying while still being able to pump out a buttload of damage. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Makes you feel good inside, don't it? But yeah, so pretty good builds all around. Obviously, this is just the ground floor. I just wanted to, you know, present to you guys an idea, and then that way all of you can grow upon it and make it your own if you so desire. But definitely leave some comments down below with things that you would like to add to this build, or if you've used it for yourself, and let me know what you think. Now, obviously, you can use something like Gobbler. You might even be able to put Mushroom Mancer into this build and kind of, you know, you'd reduce a little bit of your damage elsewhere, but you could use Mushroom Mancer with this. There's a lot of different things that you could do to change this out and kind of make it your own. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this build, and if anybody has any fun and or interesting builds that they'd like to see on the channel, feel free to join the Discord. The link is in the comments below. And we got some Monster Hunter channels. Maybe I'll make your build, show it on the channel. Be a good time. I like doing stuff with the community, if you guys haven't noticed from the streams and stuff like that. Anyways, that is all I've got for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.